just realized why this episode is called Curiouser and Curiouser. It's an Alice in Wonderland reference, and her name is Alice. I get it now. Welcome to Movie Night. I'm Jackie, your host and resident unpretentious film school graduate, bringing you first-time reactions with a dash of cinematic nuance. Today, we are watching Ted Lasso, Season 4, Episode 2. Now, despite my nerves, Episode 1 was great. As I talked about at the end, there were a lot of things that were not surprising, but I love the direction that they're going, of this being its sort of own contained story, almost as an anthology of the first 3 seasons are their own story, and then this is sort of opening a second chapter that is the same series but almost feels like a spin-off. I think that's the right way to structure it. I think that's the right way to go. I loved getting your guys' comments on this because as many of the references as I noticed, there were more the Wizard of Oz references of I looked at Rebecca's outfit when they first got there as being a reference to the pink biscuit box because her Emmy's dress the first year absolutely was. But you guys then pointed out that Keely had pigtails, a plaid dress, and sparkly red shoes, and we realized that it was actually a Wizard of Oz reference. And Rebecca was dressed like Glinda. That was a great little throwback. There were some lovely little moments and jokes that I kind of wish I could have talked about more in the midst of the reaction, and that's the downside to doing this the first time. I do kind of miss doing this with a partner, where they got to be the one reacting and I got to be the one saying, no, look at the details, look at the details. We'll still continue to try to throw as many of those in as possible, but please keep letting me know all these details because I love them. Either way, I'm excited for this, and given the strength of the first episode, I'm hoping the rest of the season continues that way. So, without further ado, we are going to get into this, but before we do, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts on this episode and this series. I love reading your guys' comments. Redder is better, so hit what was a big red subscribe button when I started this bit that I now refuse to get rid of. Links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below, so with all of that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Now let's get into Ted Lasso. Oh, that's Richmond Blue. This has way more character than your Kansas house, and that is British fireplace. Yup.
Also happens to be a chimpanzee.
Is there gonna be a story about Ted? Oh my god, the cereal! Oh! It's not one big piece of cereal this time.
Oh, man.
Yep. Crown and Anchor?
Morning, May.
Morning, Ted.
Hey!
Stay as long as you like. Because the only other renters I get either have little yapping dogs or cocaine habits. Both are a pain in the arse at 4 in the morning.
Oh, touche.
Something to set you up for the day.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you, but I'm not really a morning beer person.
It's Guinness. That's a full meal.
True.
Bit early for me second of the day, but fucky.
I've been there.
Welcome back, Coach. Too bad you're coaching a bunch of girls, you old wanker.
Well, that's just rude.
I guess some things do stay the same.
Yep.
With the Twickenham FC women's team going under, I felt compelled to commission a more extensive analysis of our women's team viability.
Oh.
Knox and Sullivan's strategic assessment of the short and long-term viability of professional women's football in London. TW2 7BU prepared for Leslie R. Higgins on behalf of AFC Richmond.
Sounds like a dissertation.
So for short, I think we should call it the KSS-AS-LVPWFLTP-LRHBAR report.
I think we'll just call it the Higgins report, shall we?
Ooh, I like that. Also, the tree is in the background.
High five, tree. Woo!
We're home.
Oh, and who's that for?
Keely.
Oh, let's just see what it's all about first, shall we, before bothering Keely with this?
She's coddling Keely quite a bit right now. Hey, sex education alumni. She and Hannah were both on sex education.
But I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of Richmond's first women's team.
Oh, you've been absolutely fantastic, hasn't she, Leslie?
Oh, yes, and all under budget, may I add. Unlike the men's team, Coach Kent's alternative milk budget alone is frankly unreasonable.
I'm no good with dairy, that I pooped my pants on the bus.
So what can I help you with?
I'm resigning.
Oh, shoot.
And even though I initially agreed to stay on as assistant manager after being passed over, my last day will be Friday.
All right, we have the first character that Ted has to win over. Aw. Aww.
Actually, yeah, I do have a question. Did you ever consider me for head coach?
Oh.
No.
Did you consider any woman?
Oh.
No.
I mean, that is a fair question. It is a women's team. It's back! Oh, there we go. That was what I forgot to mention in the first episode. We didn't have the intro sequence. Now we do. Okay, Riley, is it the same one?
She said what? That I'm not a feminist.
She didn't say any of that.
Oh, don't be daft, Leslie. It was implied. You didn't just hire any man. You rehired Ted fucking Lasso.
My middle name is actually pronounced Frickin'.
Is that what I think it is?
Yes, ma'am.
Biscuits?
Gates Barbecue.
Oh, even I was gonna say, if she could smell biscuits, that would be a frickin' superpower.
And a one-time special installment of Brisket with the Boss.
Brisket with the boss.
Hey, you know what I'm excited about? Getting to meet the lady that put this sucker together. Look at that.
What is that?
It's a full dossier on all the players from the women's team.
Let me guess, Alice Chiltern.
The attention to detail in this thing would make Da Vinci blush.
Coach Chilton resigned this morning.
Oh.
You could always get Coach Beard to fill her spot.
He's under contract with the men's team.
And I think it'd be good to have a woman on staff, yeah?
It might be for the best that Coach Chilton is leaving.
Why?
She's somewhat...
Abrasive?
She's an absolute C-word.
Oh.
Caroline C-word.
That's right, we are in the UK. Completely missed that joke the first time. That was a perfectly layered joke. Caroline C-word, spelled S-E-A-W-A-R-D. Flawless, beautiful transition. I cracked up while I was editing.
Right, I'm bored. Last question.
I hear Roy Kent.
Oi, for fuck's sake, shut up!
There he is. I am gonna be devastated if that's all we see of him, though. Oh, the nostalgia. Oh, I see McAdoo. The nostalgia. Danny Rojas. Jan Mas. Don't make me cry.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, shit.
Yay.
Why the fuck would someone we use so fucking much be held together by ligaments the size of rubber bands?
I always figured God started up top, working really hard on the brains and heart and stuff, but once he got past our privates, he just started phoning it in.
Good to see you.
You too.
Ah, my heart.
What about you? How are you doing?
Great.
You and Keely? She said y'all have become really, really good friends. Her words, not mine.
She said really twice.
This man is so still in love and reading into every single little thing.
Alice Chilton gal.
She quit.
Like the mighty oak tree's foliage on a breezy October day.
Fucking hell, a simple yes would suffice.
Never with Ted.
Most people think she's rude as shit. I think she's hilarious.
You would.
But she's good.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I think there's a lot more to her.
It's really good to see you, Coach.
You too, Coach.
I'm okay. Jesus!
Fucking Christ. You're being very strange.
Stranger, than usual. Oh, do I spy Sam Abasanya's face? I did not see his name in the locker room. We did see him at the end of the last season playing for the Nigerian team. We didn't get a specific timeline on that, but pressure is a privilege. Mental fight means thinking against the current. The opponent fears the failure itself. I like her already. I have thoughts. Aww. Please tell me she's gay. I mean, I get that vibe, but just, confirming.
Coach Chilton, I heard a lot about you.
Let me guess, you heard I was rude, difficult to work with, a real bitch.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm gonna go say hi to the team.
Oi! Oi, oi, oi!
He is not what she expected.
Oi, can't just go in there. I've got to make sure they're decent.
Oh, that's
yeah.
fair.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's actually very fair. Yep. Men's coach, women's team. That's going to be the first leaky tap or low pressure shower head that he fixes.
Boy, y'all don't have a lot of wiggle room in here, do you?
We're just happy to be here, Coach.
Wait, so hold on. Do y'all have to share this room?
Only on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and every other Saturday.
But on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we get to keep our toiletries overnight.
The press are ready for you.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Hey, real nice meeting y'all, and I'll see you out on the pitch, okay?
I like this parallel to the first season.
Hey, real quick, the locker room, it's a little, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's shit.
Yeah.
Welcome to 2nd Division women's football.
Coach here knows a lot more about this team than I do. Maybe she can come do the press conference with me.
No. No, my last day is Friday.
Oh, I don't think it'll last that long.
She's a hoot. Yeah.
Oh, there was Beard. I love all the details.
I just wanted to say how honoured I am to have founded the first ever women's team. Woo! Ha! Yes, because it is long overdue, as I believe women are just as capable as men, not just in sport, but in every way, including coaching.
We're not disagreeing, but you're trying too hard, hun. Yep, she's overcompensating.
And I will always show all of my support to all women.
Does that include Ghislaine Maxwell?
Not her, of course.
What about Ava Braun?
Well, obviously not.
Cruella de Vil?
Oh, come on, she's not even real.
Coach, welcome back.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on the season opener against Liverpool this weekend?
Oh, the men's opener. I gotta assume that Coach Kent has got the fellas ready to rock.
Yep, they're asking him all about the men's team. Yep.
What are your thoughts on Jamie Tart leaving Richmond to play at Barcelona this season?
We appreciate the exposition, but stop asking about the men's team.
Hey, Ted. My question is about player salaries.
Great.
Do you think the men are underpaid?
Beard! Time Traveler's Wife.
Ted's doing his presser. You don't want to go watch your boyfriend.
Just so much happening right now. Cute. So many thoughts, but these episodes are so fast-paced, I can't say anything.
Who says you can't go home again?
I don't like riddles.
Oh, no, it was doesn't matter. Okay, let's see what we got, huh?
Josie Gordon.
She played striker at Watford last season. Led them in goals, progressive passes, and her expected goal rate per game was .78.
Bravo!
I'm actually impressed.
Oh, come on now. You wrote the tune. I'm just singing it.
The Lasso way!
Those must be the sisters you mentioned.
Nope. No.
Or not.
They've been a couple since training camp.
You don't get a lot of that in men's football.
No.
Not that you know of.
Yes, fair point, yes. Anyone say Colin?
You're real fucking dickheads, know that. I'd rather be a dickhead than a turnip.
Those are the sisters.
Which one is it, you fucking good one, big man clown. Ow!
Yep, those are siblings.
That's got to be Katie Quinn, yeah?
Correct. But everyone calls her Boots.
Oh, that wasn't in the dossier.
Why would it be?
Because it's important to team culture.
She won't wear gloves.
Interesting. I wonder what the story is there, huh?
No, she's goalie, isn't she? They're all batshit.
I've heard that about multiple sports, that goalies are super weird.
Any book by bell hooks. No, I don't want to use Amazon. What kind of business model is this? Right, you really don't have to do this.
I don't mind. I'm excited about this new recipe. No sugar, high protein, and instead of using butter, I used beef tallow.
What?
Who knew a biscuit could be so healthy and so
Inedible.
heavy?
Yep.
What's your definition of a feminist?
Oh, I know this joke. Two lesbians.
Rebecca, I need £300,000 to build a new locker room for the women's team, please.
Fuck no. Even though I support women and I believe they can be anything they set their minds to.
Fine then. I want the men's locker room.
Fuck no.
Well, if no one's going to budge, then I'm just going to have to go ahead and take the visitors' locker room.
Fine by me.
I don't fucking care.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Well done.
Why?
The old bait and switch on the locker rooms. That was always your plan, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Atta girl. I wonder if that's a long game that she's playing. We've had so many hints from both her and Rebecca about the amount of money that she's asking for. Is this a long game bait and switch that Rebecca is fully falling into the trap of?
Hey, Ted.
Hey, fellas.
Can't believe you're back. How are the girls? Slow?
Boring?
Have their cycles synced yet?
Oh my god.
From Mr. Gladstone?
Who?
Gladstone, what's the reference there?
How was your first day?
For a sport that asks you to be light on your feet, women's football sure does seem to have a lot of weight around it.
Lack of resources, underwhelming media coverage, subpar pay. It's a tougher gig all around.
Yep.
Only people in it are truly in it for the love of the game.
That's familiar.
I like coaching college kids again then.
Not really. Those guys get paid more.
The irony of that joke for anyone who is not familiar with collegiate sports is college athletes are not allowed to get paid. Technically, they have to maintain amateur status while they're in college. Things have changed a little bit with social media, the way that athletes are able to monetize their social media and their image, but it was actually a huge issue for a long time, particularly in men's football, because games like Madden were using college players' likenesses, but the players were not allowed to earn off of that. So the irony of that joke is that not only do women make less than men in general, they literally make less than men who are not even allowed to be paid. Well, beautiful joke.
You know I can't ask you to leave him.
I'm with Rory now.
Oh my god, it's like a breakup.
And he's very good to me.
Yep. It's like he doesn't want to be seen together. They're exes.
I mean, come on, this doesn't have to be weird. You know? We can still hang out.
Uh-huh.
You want to talk about what happened with you and Jane?
I gotta go.
Yeah, that fits. Spying on his ex.
So what all we know about Boots? But I mean, what's her story? You know, you got a goalkeeper not using gloves. That's a lot like a gravedigger using a spoon. Or a cereal enthusiast using a shovel. Neither one's effective.
So what, you're after her origin story?
Mm-hmm.
Like Batman?
Oh, you like Batman, huh?
No, he's a fascist. I just know that every middle-aged man is obsessed with Batman.
Probably because of all the wearable tech. I gotta get to the bottom of this. So what's going on? You ain't ever wear gloves?
Felt like someone else was making the saves. You know, I couldn't feel the ball anymore.
I get that. Yeah, but don't it sting?
Fuck yeah. What's the point in life if you're not feeling it all? Coach, but when I go to the dentist, no Novocaine.
Really?
I don't drink. I don't use oven mitts. No, someone offers me earplugs at a concert. I pop them right in my mouth and eat them like candy. Let me ask you, do you prefer with a condom or without?
She broke Ted.
I'm gonna go back.
Yep. She broke Ted. Look at him.
So, what's her story?
You were right. Goalies are nuts.
Weird. Yep. Oh my god, this is like a horror movie. Yep.
It's gonna keep doing that.
I thought I was going mad.
That's the point. All of these benches have one side shorter than the other.
It's a psycho trick, yep.
It's a respectable, long-standing tradition in football. But that shit's child's play. I want to make the visitors feel like they're fucking hallucinating. That's Jonathan. He's trained to run back and forth when the lights are on.
This is in the way. It's a problem for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I put it there.
There is some tension in this room. Oh.
Catch.
You know, you didn't have to do this. You could have sent the kit man or something.
No. No one can know my secrets.
Which one of the twins do you think was born first?
Who cares?
Well, in my experience, twins do.
Yes.
See, Howie had this big old chip on his shoulder because Hank was born like 20 minutes before him. So growing up, anything that Hank did, Howie had to do it better.
Uh-huh.
Kept on through their entire lives. All the way through Hank becoming a doctor to Howie going to prison for burning down his twin brother's abortion clinic. Hey, what about you? You got any siblings?
Oh my god, enough! Listen, I'm only here for 3 more days. I do not need to do... Oh. Josie, hey, Josie, it's all right. You'll be all right. Josie, I got you. Josie, I got you, okay? Hold tight.
Rubber bands. Alice is good in a crisis.
I'm gonna go with her to the hospital if that's okay.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
Said there was more to her. This woman cares.
Okay, took the gum out of the shower heads and I fixed the fuses so the lights won't flicker anymore.
That's it then?
Oh, not quite.
God, there's so many thoughts running through my head right now. Most of them are sexual innuendos because this scene is full of them, but we're gonna keep it classy.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Really, really good friends?
I'm afraid that I'm losing someone.
Oh.
I thought we had something, but their heart is with another.
Beard?
Yup.
Yep.
I think keeping two people apart who belong together is bad, not just for them, but for everybody.
Okay, double meaning.
You know, this is the first time we've been alone together in 3 years.
Yeah.
You're not alone.
The rat. Okay, draw it out.
I read an amazing Eleanor Roosevelt quote this morning, Higgins. No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Oh, that's beautiful, Rebecca.
Well, I didn't come up with it, I just read it.
Oh, Alice, yep.
You all right?
What was that quote, Rebecca?
Oh, shut up, Leslie. Make sure that woman finds her replacement. And finish that report.
Oh my God. Interesting, she's wearing pants. She rarely wore pants last season. She did, but it does feel like a very deliberate choice that she's wearing pants in an episode talking about feminism. It's a very subtle visual nod to that, and I appreciate the details.
Why are you still here?
Well, I just want an update on how Josie's doing.
She tore her ACL.
Oh.
Poor kid.
I've seen my fair share.
Yeah,
It's devastating every time.
Yeah, happens a lot in soccer, though.
She was our starting striker, you know.
Ooh.
Oh, you said hour.
Ooh!
I'm just messing with you. Your last day's Friday, I know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have so many thoughts.
Oh, there's nothing I can eat here. Mother, what are you talking about? We've eaten here 1,000,000 times.
Yes, but I'm thinking of becoming a vegan.
Oh, no.
Anyway, all I know is that I want to eat less cheese.
Mother, am I a feminist?
I hope not. I raised you better than that.
Oh!
I'd like something that tastes of cheese, but isn't cheese.
Mother, why don't you just eat less cheese?
I don't want to do some fad diet. I want to do this for a higher purpose.
Okay.
We're going to need another minute.
Well, if I have any advice to give you, it's that women are monsters. Men showed us the way and we perfected the model.
You know, that's not far off a Bell Hooks quote. Careful, Mother, you might be a feminist.
Oh, don't say that. You'll ruin my appetite.
Oh, there's so much happening here.
Lady Greyhounds, your new digs.
Hey! Check it!
Unlimited tampons!
That was a nice touch. Oh, she's gonna cry!
And this is all courtesy of one Miss Keely Jones, so next time you see her in the hallway, make sure you give her a high five, yeah?
Alice! I just realized why this episode is called Curiouser and Curiouser. It's an Alice in Wonderland reference, and her name is Alice. I get it now.
Oi! There's 8 fucking showers in here.
You're being released.
Why?
You violated the AFC Richmond bylaws.
What section?
Subsection B, which reads...
In the confines of match regulated gameplay, all coaching staff must respect the judgment of referees and officials and refrain from derogatory comments and insinuations.
You once said under your breath to an official at Villa Park, wrong call.
After you called him a stupid, bloody, fucking, winking knob.
What you did was a serious offence.
And then use his skull as a toilet.
Against the Richmond men's team. Other Richmond teams may have different policies.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I was out of line.
Cute.
And actually, you know what? I got a little something for you. It's a going away gift. Hopefully you can use it wherever you land.
Ted!
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh my God, this episode is going to take me an hour to talk about. I might as well just rewatch the whole thing.
I already found my assistant coach.
Who?
Well, she's from Lewisham. You know, working class family. Was a skinny little whiz kid of a midfielder over there at the Arsenal Academy.
Alice.
Known for her work ethic and being a real bitch to the older players.
Yup.
We're talking
Her
captain
backstory.
material, a superstar in the making.
Tore ACL.
Till at 22, she tears the ACL in her left knee.
Yep.
Spends a whole year doing rehab. First came back, tears the other one.
Oh.
2 years after that, tears the left one again. Bringing her playing career to an end right then and there.
Yeah, I'd have a bit of a chip on my shoulder too.
But ain't no way that's the end of her story. There ain't anybody strong enough to go through all that. Hell, smart enough to put together all this. And not only loves the sport of football, but also, as I've seen with my own eyes, can care deeply for the women that play it. Shoot. I got a hunch that story's just getting started.
Don't make me fucking cry.
And I sincerely hope you get everything you want and deserve. But until then, will you please stick around and help me out?
Coach,
Now, hold on. Before you answer, I just want to give you some time alone to let you think about it. So I'm going to go stand over here in the corner. And, I'll give you 5 whole seconds. You just go ahead and take your time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, those last few were a little quick. I know I got excited. So what do you think?
Yeah. Yes. I'll stay. Better not be shit.
Well, if it is, welcome to 2nd Division women's football, right? Now, can I get your gift back, please?
You want it back?
Yeah, man. That was a going away gift, and you ain't going nowhere. Come on. Stop it. Thank you.
I miss this show so much.
It indicates a low chance of long-term viability for our women's team. It could potentially deal a significant blow to our men's program as well.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were me?
Make sure it works.
Well, you know, my mum used to say, strong women stand up for themselves and stronger women stand up for others.
This season's gonna wreck me.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to set this on fire, dump its ashes into the Thames, and let us never speak of its existence ever again.
I'm not okay.
When you questioned why I hadn't considered a female head coach, I have to admit I was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive, in fact. I thought, who the fuck does this young woman think she's talking to?
Miss Welton.
No. I also thought, does she have a clue what I've gone through to even create a space where she thinks she can critique me like that?
Oh, damn.
Miss Welton.
Then I thought, have I lost touch? Have I forgotten how to keep pushing forward? Perhaps being pro-women is something broader than it was when I was your age. And so I thank you for calling me out.
Hey.
So, might I strongly suggest that the next time you have something so helpful to say to someone, perhaps you could show a teeny tiny bit more empathy and a little less judgment.
Be curious, not judgmental.
Now, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ted offered me the job of assistant coach, and I've accepted.
Yep.
Wow! Yes! Yes! That's great! Go Greyhounds! Lady Greyhounds! Go Lady Greyhounds! Roar! I bet it was far more enticing getting that job offer from a man. That was a joke.
Oh, I know. It's very funny.
That is amazingly funny.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I actually didn't think I was going to for a minute there. Okay. I don't even know where to start here. I genuinely feel like I just need to rewatch this entire episode to comment on it because, one, this series just happens so fast. I have the same thing with Shrinking where it just, okay, there's very little I can actually comment on because it moves so quickly, but it's also dense. It's not even just that it's quickly, it's every single thing that happens is significant and holds weight, and so I want to comment on all of it even when I can't, and I genuinely want to just like watch this all the way through again. I have a feeling there are going to be a million pop-ups this season as I'm going through because they're just okay. Fuck, I've missed this show and I'm going to sob if it keeps being this good, and I just, Ted Lasso has a reputation for being inclusive and for the purposes of this conversation, we're going to talk about sexuality, the storylines we've had with Colin, with Keeley being openly bisexual. It's something I've felt they've always done really well because it just exists. It just is. Outside of the moments where it's relevant, it's not a talking point. Outside of the statement of Colin and him wanting to be able to be out and open and not being able to, that's more of a commentary on men's football as a whole, as opposed to the character himself. But the existence of queer people in this show has always just been something that exists. It was never a thing that Keeley was bisexual. She just was. It was something they introduced very casually in the first season for those of us who were aware and familiar. The sort of jokes that she made to Rebecca, we were all sitting there going like, yeah, relatable. And so when that storyline happened in season, 3, I think, it wasn't surprising. It was not something that was made into a thing. It just was. It just existed. And it wasn't tragic. I mean, yeah, they broke up, obviously, but it was treated like any relationship. It wasn't a bury your gays situation. It was just there. And that meant a lot. That meant a lot. And I never worried necessarily that Ted Lasso would shy away from that in this context. But considering this is a professional women's athletic team, particularly a soccer team, it made sense there was going to be quite a bit of queerness, that there were going to be a lot of lesbians, that was going to be a thing that happened. And again, while I didn't think Ted Lasso would shy away from it, I wasn't sure how much that would exist, how much that would be addressed, and how that would go. And watching this episode, I did want to fucking cry for so many reasons. One, because that was just a thing, seeing the way that Ted handled it, seeing him be uncomfortable, understandably, but at the same time completely accepting. It's not even uncomfortable with the concept. It was more just the goalie being really funny. And it just, oh God. This made me really happy. I love Alice. I love Alice so much. I'm going to get into more of, again, the structure of the episode and all of that, but she is someone that just, there's more to her, and I love that we addressed her backstory, but it's also completely understandable between her injuries, but also the things that they talked about, the reality of professional women's sports. Of course, she's got a bit of a chip on her shoulder. She's had to fight, I imagine, tooth and nail for all of this, as they all do. The way that their attitude, every single one of them, again, this is a continuation of Higgins going to the museum in the last episode of, we're here because not to be here is impossible. We're here because we need to be, because we want to be. We're not here for the money. We're not here for the glory. We're not here for the fame. The fact that we meet these women and they're not complaining about the shitty locker room, they are thrilled to be there because they know how significant it is that they're there. And Alice does too, which is why it's understandable why she would have the very strong visceral reaction that she did to being passed over for a man. And the assumption that can come with that, that's understandable. It's understandable where that reaction comes from. But similar to the first season, the hiring of Ted feels wrong for a different reason this time, but they're paralleling that storyline of, why the hell is this guy here? He shouldn't be here, for a different reason, but then showing why he is, how to be a good ally, how to win people over, but the value of Ted beyond just being an American football coach or being a man or whatever. There's so much more to it. I'm really fucking emotional right now. I knew Ted Lasso would make me emotional because this show, I did not expect. Okay, all right. I made a joke in the last episode that, personally, for myself, the only professional soccer game I've ever been to was a women's game, and that was one of many things that my friends text me about, being like, oh my God, you're so gay. It was very funny. But as a queer woman, I'm bisexual, but as someone who is a member of that community, God, this is just, oh, I'm gonna love this season so much. This This just makes me so fucking happy. Okay, all right. I need to talk about the film stuff, not the queer stuff. I need to talk about the film stuff. I made a joke or a comment in the last episode of this felt very 21 Jump Street in the sense of the Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill films. The first one was great, but the second one was essentially a self-reflexive joke about the fact that it was a sequel. There were all these jokes about just do the same thing you did last time, you've got more money this time or something. It's a slightly different location, but the same thing. I am thrilled that this episode was a parallel to the pilot, to the very first episode of the series. Very, very similar. Structurally similar, fish out of water for a different reason, but there were so many moments that felt almost beat for beat the pilot, and that's not a bad thing. That is a great thing. The fact that they're not trying to reinvent the wheel, they're taking what made Ted Lasso so good in the first place and recreating it in a slightly different environment. That is not a ripoff. That is not a bad thing. That is a great thing. That is excellent, and I'm not upset about it. I'm not upset about it in the least. I think it's brilliant. I think it's brilliant and self-reflexive and self-aware and just this show makes me so happy. And hiring, I don't know the actress's name who plays Alice Chiltern. I'd have to look up her name, but hiring a sex education veteran. I love seeing the cast of that show just having the careers that they are, because that show is spectacular. And funny enough, Hannah Waddingham was on it as well. But hiring someone from a show that was all about empowerment in your sexuality and sort of carrying that theme over in the cast, I love it. I love it so much. And I know there are a million things from this episode that I wanted to talk about, that I want to address, and I can't think of a single one right now because my brain is just melting.
One eternity later.
All right, we all know that I ship Roy and Keeley. They are the perfect grumpy sunshine couple. I love them so much. They are my endgame. I stand by that 100%. Now, I did hear a rumor that the reason we don't really see Jamie this season is because of Phil Dunster's availability. He literally was not available to do much of season 3, so it was easier to write him out. That's fine. I will be a little bit sad that we don't see him because he's hysterical. Jamie is incredible, and that is so much down to Phil Dunster. So I will be a little bit disappointed if we don't see him at all this season. But if you guys watched my reactions to last season, you know that I had some issues with the love triangle. One, I find it a little bit of a cliche, but also the fact that they openly said they were trying to subvert it by both Roy and Jamie telling Keeley that she needed to choose and her choosing neither. Yeah, you could technically call that a subversion, but it wouldn't have been necessary in the first place if you didn't set that up. That was an annoyance that I had personally. I understand the merits of both couples, and I can absolutely 100% understand Jamie still being hung up on Keeley because it's Keeley. I would be a tiny bit disappointed if they went with Roy and Keeley simply because Phil Dunster wasn't available and so they couldn't even continue that storyline. My hope is that it was what they were going to do from the beginning. They realized it was a dumb decision to do that at the end of season 3 and that this was the right way to go. And by having a time gap, that gives time for Roy to address his self-worth issues and everything that he was dealing with in the last season, which is actually very valid and very fair, and I appreciated that. I just didn't like the way that they turned that into a love triangle. So I have a feeling we're going to get a bit of a slow burn this season. I hope it winds up with the two of them back together, but again, I hope they do it right and that they do it well and that we get fun moments like this without bad tropes, if that makes sense. I think I see Nathan Shelley next to Sam Obisanya. I don't know if that means he's no longer with them. It has been 3 years, but at the end of the last season, he did come back in some capacity at AFC Richmond. I assume we'll address him at some point. Also, RIP Anthony Stewart Head. I think they had finished filming this by the time he passed away. I assume at some point we'll get in memoriam or in dedication to him, but I'm curious how much we're going to see Rupert this season too. So going back to the scene with Rebecca and her mom getting lunch, oh my God, that was a flawlessly layered scene. The metaphor of it was so great and way too much to unpack on a first watch. But going back to it, one of the running themes in this episode is the way that feminism has evolved, the way that different generations look at it, and we'll use the word progress, but the progress that has been made. In this episode, we see 3 generations. We see Rebecca's mother, we see Rebecca, and then we have Alice. And the incredible commentary that this is making is how easy it is to judge the people before you based on your own standard, based on the way that things are now. For Alice, it's really, really easy for her to look at Rebecca and say, you haven't done enough because you're not subscribing to things the way that I am in this exact moment. Therefore, you're not a feminist. You're not going far enough. It's very easy to jump on that bandwagon and forget that Rebecca is maybe doing more than her mother did. For Rebecca, based on her life experience, what she grew up and what she's doing, that's a lot for her. That's significant for her. She is doing well. It's not that she's not. And I think it was incredibly powerful that she said what she did to Alice of, it's very easy for you to look at me and judge me without taking into account the fact that I am the one that even created a space for you to be able to do that. That is a really, really powerful commentary, and it fits, again, perfectly with the central theme of this show, which is be curious, not judgmental. And that's part of why I also 100% believe that the title of this episode is Curiouser and Curiouser. It's about Alice. It's an Alice in Wonderland reference, but Alice, over the course of this episode, is literally getting curiouser and curiouser. She's seeing more of Ted. She's seeing more of Rebecca. Her eyes are being open, and she's having to address the chip on her shoulder and maybe see things a little bit differently than she had before. That doesn't necessarily mean that she is 100% wrong and that she had no right to think about things the way that she did before, but it's just asking her and the audience in general to open their minds to a little bit more. And the conversation with Rebecca and her mother is flawless. Again, going back to that metaphor of her giving up cheese and Rebecca asking, why don't you just eat less cheese? That's a metaphor for feminism, for the way that that word has gotten so twisted. Words like feminism, patriarchy, misogyny, woke, they're very easy to weaponize, unfortunately, and they get twisted so that people don't even understand them. There's a sort of running frustration that people mistake feminism for misandry. Misandry is the opposite of misogyny. It's man-hate. Feminism, by definition, is equality. But beyond that, it is your right to do whatever you want to. There is an assumption with it that it's rejecting anything feminine, that it is saying you can't want to be a housewife, or you can't want to wear dresses and lipstick and be pretty and have a family and kids, all these things that we sort of associate with traditional femininity. The point of feminism is that you can do that if you want to. It's that you should have the choice to do that because you want to, not because it's being forced on you. And that misconception is, again, easy to weaponize, but something that gets very misconstrued and something that the show is making a commentary on. Her mom saying, don't call me that, don't call me that. Because maybe that's her assumption, and maybe she feels attacked by that word as someone of a previous generation and someone who lived a life different than Rebecca did, different than Alice did. But the metaphor of her saying, well, I want to go vegan, or maybe I'll go Jewish, I just want to eat less cheese, I want to do this for a higher purpose, not as some fad diet. That metaphor is saying, I am a feminist and those are the things that I want, but I just don't want to use that word because to me it's a fad. It's misunderstanding that term, and so acknowledging, coming around, that what she said about men showed us how to do it and women perfected the model, beautifully layered statement there. But then Rebecca acknowledging, you might be a feminist, you just don't really realize it. This is me taking a very long time to explain that, but it's a perfectly layered metaphor for her mother and for the change over generations and the misunderstanding of that term and what it means. Again, flawless. So well done. Oh, I love it so much. We also appreciate Ted, once again, giving credit where it's due. Ted giving credit to Keeley for the locker room is so quintessential Ted and a perfect throwback. I'm thinking back to, I think it was episode 3 of the first season when Trent does the write-up on Ted, and one of the first things he says is, in a sport that celebrates ego, Ted reins his in. He does not take credit for other people's achievements and the things that other people have done. In the same way that in that episode, he acknowledged the play that they were running is Nate's, and that Nate, quote, has forgotten more about this sport than Ted will ever know. This is, again, a perfect parallel of that, but another element of the Lasso way of it's not all about him. Mwah. Also, I fucking love the way that Roy let Beard go, saved him from having to make the choice himself, acknowledged, you're better off over there. I'm letting you go. I'm going to do it in the funniest, most appropriate way possible. I'm also assuming by the fact that Ted didn't say, sorry, Beard, you're too late, we're going to get him as a sort of second assistant coach. I hope, if that's the case, he's below Alice, because that would pretty much negate all the progress of this episode to literally put another man in front of her, even if it's Beard, and we love Beard. But that dynamic is one that I am curious to see, the Alice and Beard dynamic. That is going to be fun. So another thing I did not get to go into fully was Rebecca wearing lavender in that final scene. One, it's a lovely color. I don't think we've seen it on her before, but there is actually a double layer of significance to it. I'm sure a lot of people are not familiar with the term lavender marriage, but that term is something that was used for gay men and lesbians marrying each other to present as straight to hide in plain sight, especially at a time and in places when it was, and still to this day in a lot of places in the world, truly dangerous to be out and gay or queer or anything presenting that way. And that's something that a lot of male football players have to do. Obviously, female football players and athletes are a little bit more out. That's something we're showing in this episode. But Rebecca wearing that color, it's again a very subtle little nod to that, but also it's in the purple family, and violet as a color in the flowers is actually a symbol for lesbianism within the culture that is a reference to lesbianism. And so her wearing lavender in that moment on a show that celebrates the details, and we know that nothing is on accident, is actually a really, really cool, subtle way for her to show allyship without wearing a rainbow or anything like that. It's a beautiful, subtle little nod, and her support of the women's team. Mwah, beautiful. Also, Alice at the end there. That is absolutely a Captain Holt Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference. But yeah, as always, please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this episode and this series. I love reading your guys' comments. Redder is better, so hit what was a big red subscribe button when I started this bit that I now refuse to get rid of. Links to my Instagram and other socials are in the description box below, so with all of that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.